The third grade guarantee was put in place by the state of Ohio following a model out of Florida. And the third grade guarantee is actually part of Ohio's full early childhood program. Ohio's been doing a lot of things to try to beef up early learning and early childhood, and this is a piece of that. And what it is basically that trying to intervene with students early in reading, trying to make sure that we're building literate children who are ready to progress and read at a higher level by the end of their third grade year at minimum. So therefore, basically what the third grade reading guarantee says is if the child is not reading this year it's a 392 is the score they need to attain from the Ohio Achievement Assessment, the OAA, they are to be retained. Students will have at least 3 opportunities, if not 4, to demonstrate that they have enough reading skills to progress to 4th grade. The first opportunity, our third graders this year and across the state, this isn't just Coshocton, so it's the whole state, they took the fall reading test, okay? And if they received a 392 and above, then they won't have to worry about it. They're in good shape. But if they did not reach a 392, they're in danger of being retained. So they'll take another test in the spring of this year, and that'll be their next opportunity to demonstrate that they have third grade reading skills. And if they're not successful with that, they will be required to attend summer school, and there will be an alternate assessment that they will also have to get a 392. The schools are responsible for then is in the fall, by September 30th, every student is to be assessed, which we were doing anyway. And any student who's considered to be off track, and that means not at the expected level or not at benchmark, we use the term benchmark in school, and that's just where they're supposed to be at that point in time. If they're not on track, then we are required, and we would do it anyway, an intervention plan and start intervening with that child and monitoring their progress and doing all that we can to help them reach the benchmark for them as they move along through the school year. So we progress monitor many students, and teachers do some of this, or they're all teachers, but whether they're a Title I teacher or an intervention specialist or a classroom teacher, everyone works cooperatively to make sure this happens. And last year, we could have principals and teachers could talk about, well, I think, despite that the child didn't demonstrate proficiency, I still think they've got the skills because we have benchmark assessment or STAR assessment that tells us that they're ready to move on, and we're going to let them move ahead, and we'll continue to provide intervention in the 4th grade. This year, that's not the case. There is a statement in the law that says also that parents do not have the right to refuse the retention. So it is law, and it will happen if a student doesn't reach that score level. So, but what will happen then? So you think, well, what happens if we have children that don't make the 392 and they go to summer school and they still can't demonstrate that they have those skills? They will be retained in third grade reading, but they will advance in their other subjects if they are demonstrating that they have the ability to do so to 4th grade. So for example, a student may be in 4th grade, but not for reading. So they're receiving third grade reading instruction at their level. So the third grade reading guarantee is not just addressing third graders. It addresses kindergartners, 1st graders, 2nd graders, 3rd graders, and actually it addresses 4th graders too. So we do this for all of our children. We monitor every child, K through 12. So we have reading levels and have an idea of where kids are reading in the whole district. But we do this intervention process with students in kindergarten, 1st grade, 2nd grade, and 3rd grade. We also do intervention at 4, 5, 6, although that's not part of the reading guarantee. It's not a requirement, but we do it. So, a lot of it depends on where kids start. When they start into kindergarten, if they already know their letters, do they already know their sounds? Do they already know how to listen to a book? Do they know the difference between the front of the book, the back of the book? Do they hold it upright? Do they go turning the pages in the right direction? All of that needs to be done at home. And actually now in kindergarten, we start teaching reading. So they really do need to know that kind of information before they come to kindergarten. On our website, www.coshoctonredskins.com, there is a parent family page. And on that page, it has a lot of information for parents of children who have not yet started school about exactly what our screening entails, what they need to know. And there is also a whole section on the third grade reading guarantee where parents can go in and read about it for themselves. It has links to the Ohio Department of Education website as well as information from Coshocton. Coshocton County does use the Dolly Parton Imagination Library. It's done through the United Way. And what that is every child, when they're born in Coshocton County, signs up to get a free book every month. And so they would receive these up till their school age. So if parents aren't getting that, we have information at the school, as well as the United Way has that information where people can sign up to receive those books. That's a powerful and very, it's a benefit to families to have that. But also, I would encourage people to use the Coshocton County Library. The Coshocton County Library has fantastic resources. You can look online on their website or go visit them. There are ebooks that can be downloaded if parents have access to laptops or iPads or Kindles or any kind of electronic reader, regardless of the brand. And you can download student books, and there are tons of them. And sometimes students or children are more apt to read something. If it's electronic, they are a little more engaged. There are also some free links, and I have those on the parent and family page from Info Ohio. Bookflix is one, and then there's the Early World of Reading. And those are two sites that I have links for on the web page that you can go and you can get electronic books and so forth. So then the Bookmobile is another great one that comes out to the community, and it comes to our school as well. So really there are a lot of ways that you can do that, and of course children check out books from our library all the time as well here in the elementary school. We have a parent meeting coming up that I think parents should be aware of. That's a meeting for second and third grade parents. It is going to be held on Thursday, February 13th here at Coshocton Elementary School, and one of the big topics of conversation for parents that night will be the third grade reading guarantee. It's so important that second grade parents and first grade parents and kindergarten parents are all aware that this exists so that they have plenty of time to prepare their child. We did have a parent meeting last year as well, so this will be the second one that we've had. So we're hoping we'll have a lot of people come and learn more about that.